Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl Shani here from Shani's Natural Beauty Salon, and I am located in Brooklyn, New York. Today we're here with the beautiful Miss Jill, and we're going to be asking her some questions. As you can see, she's a alopecia beauty, and beauty before everything else, because you can't deny that. So we're going to ask her just a couple of questions as to, how has this been her journey, and, we'll get into it. So when did you first notice your hair loss, and what was your initial reaction?
So initially I noticed that I was losing my edges. My edges was coming out. So that's about 20 plus years ago. I was wearing braids and weaves, and I noticed that my edges was coming out. So I went to the dermatologist to see if we could do something about it growing back, because it wasn't growing in. So when I went to the dermatologist, they did a biopsy. When they did a biopsy, I found out that I didn't have traction alopecia like most people have traction alopecia.
Right.
I didn't. I had scarring alopecia, which is worse, because with scarring alopecia, once your cells are dead, it's dead. It's no coming back. So I couldn't do anything about scarring alopecia. They can slow it down, but they can't. Once it's gone, it's gone.
What, if any, treatment or management did they try to do to slow it down? What did you do? What were some of the things you did?
Okay, so to slow it down, because the dermatologist said that once it's gone, it's gone. All they could do was slow it down, like you said. So what we did was we did medications. They did, I think it was something called Medical, or then they had Rogaine. They tried that to slow it. I did needles once a month. They do the shots in your head.
So those are the cortisone shots.
The cortisone shots.
How did those hurt?
They hurt. The little shots in your head every month, you don't look forward to that.
Right.
Then after a while, my insurance, they pay for it, but they don't really pay for it. Depends on the doctor you go to.
Right.
But my hair was still coming out. So then I did the blood platelets, where they take your own blood out and you put your blood back in. They do that. It was helping a little bit, but that's $500 a month.
Wow.
And you have to pay that out of your own pocket. Your insurance doesn't cover that at all. So, but again, it's just slowing down the process. It doesn't help. It doesn't grow back. Like with traction, you have a chance of it growing back. With scarring, it doesn't grow back. So even with that, with alopecia, your hair is still shedding. It's still coming out in the shower. When you comb your hair, you're still losing your hair.
What about like wigs? When did you get into wigs or anything like that?
I've been wearing wigs the whole time, because even though you're going to the doctor and you're trying to make it better, you're combing your hair and it's coming out.
Right.
You see it falling out. You still see it. It's just slowing it down, but your process is still there. So it's times when I'm sitting there and I'll just keep my braids in for months, because you just don't want to see yourself.
To avoid any
you don't want to see yourself losing your hair. You don't want to see it. You know it's happening. And a lot of times it's not healthy to do it to your hair, but you just don't want to see it go.
Right.
Once you take it out,
you're gonna see a lot of
you're gonna see a lot of your hair falling out. So that's what you do. So
did that take an effect on you emotionally?
It's depressing. You go into a depression because you're losing your hair. There's nothing you can do. And, And Black women, as we say, our hair is our crown. So
absolutely.
You wear the wigs, but you don't want to have to. And there's a lot of styles now you can't wear. You see all the new styles come out. You want to wear your braids, but now I'm wearing my braids, but I have no edges.
Right.
I have no hair in the middle, so I can't wear every style that everybody else can wear. Yeah. So it's real.
So emotionally, it did take a toll on you.
It does. It definitely does. But, then you find hairstylists like Shani who can work magic.
Yeah. What do you have to say to someone who may be scared of going in the salon, and how do you feel after your transformation? After getting your hair
done? I feel like $1 million afterwards, but it took a while. I joined groups. They have women in alopecia. They have different support groups. They have different support groups. But so I can show my bald head now. But, it's so many. You can go in and I feel good. After I leave this shop, I feel like $1 million. When I, you know, I did the last video. I was so nervous to do the last video, but I got so many phone calls. I was like, oh my God, you look so beautiful. So, you know, it made me feel good. I called you and I was like, oh my God, I'm a supermodel.
That you are. That you are.
You
And
know.
what I did love about that as well is like so many people were so receptive of the entire just you being bold, be you, be beautiful. And that actually is my logo. It's my slogan that I go with. Be you, be bold, be beautiful. And you showed that. You were able to just sit there and everybody was like, she looked good bald-headed anyway. She didn't need that unit, which I love, but I feel like, wait, what are they trying to say?
I'm not ready.
You're not ready.
No.
And it's okay to not be ready, right? So, yeah, that's it. And guys, alopecia is not something you have to suffer from anymore because there are ways, there's things, there's units, and these units are temporary. You do have longer longevity of like hair transplants and more expensive units. So this is a great affordable way where you could still look flawless, still look awesome, and it could last you a month or two depending on care. Yeah. And yeah, we're gonna get into it. So come back for the finish look.
Yes. Yes.
And now that we're finished with the final look, how do you feel?
I feel great. Fabulous. I'm loving it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.